Now is the time that lawyers really need to be thinking about how do they have a long-term strategy for their career. Because here's the thing, the world is changing. AI is changing everything, and it's going to directly impact the legal industry. It's just going to impact every industry. However, the lawyers who are going to be able to build sustainable careers over 20 and 30 years are going to be the ones who realize that they are in a relationship business, which means they have to figure out how do they build their personal brand, how do they cultivate their network, and how do they go out and actually ask for the business. Here's the thing, a lot of lawyers, they're nervous about the idea of sales. They think it's smarmy. They don't think they want to be a salesperson. And you know what? You don't have to worry about that. When I coach lawyers on how to create a long-term business development plan, we don't talk about how to sell, although that's important. We talk specifically about how do you get on more short lists. Because think about this. If you're a corporate lawyer and someone is looking to hire a new counsel, how many lawyers are they going to talk to? Most people will tell me they're going to talk to probably 3 firms. And maybe they're going to have them make presentations. But either way, they're going to talk to probably about 3. Sometimes people argue and say, no, in my business, it's 5 or it's 6. Great. In most cases, I would say it's about 3. And if you're not one of the 3 or one of the 5 or 6, what are your odds of getting that business? 0. Therefore, it's not about selling. It's about how do you get on short lists. And the way you get on short lists in a business that is people-based is a lot of it has to do with referrals. A lot of it has to do with having a personal brand. So you have to invest a long time in building that reputation so that when someone's looking to make a hire, you're being referred and you're making that short list. If you can show up on more short lists, you're not going to win all the business, but you're going to win more business. I want you to think about this. How many times this week was there somebody who could have hired you, who hired somebody else because they've never heard of you? It happens all the time. In fact, wait, it just happened again, which means now is a great time for you to invest in creating a long-term business development plan that's going to help you build a sustainable book of business. I've been coaching lawyers for a long time. It's one of my favorite things that I do. I only work with 1 or 2 at a time, so I would love the chance to talk to you to see if it's a good fit. If it's not the right fit, if you don't like me, if you're suspect of who I am and what I do, great. But if we're a good match, I'll tell you what, you're going to think differently about the way you cultivate your business moving forward. Go ahead, reach out. You can find me at thomsinger.com. My email is thom, at thomsinger.com, and I would love to hear from you. Just have a conversation, and let's start thinking about how can you build a book of business that's going to be super impressive to all the other lawyers.